Hello and welcome to 2 Minute Tuesdays, short videos providing you with tips, events, info, and education. Brought to you by Forgotten Artist Productions, studio and education, and full service production company. Hi, this is Michael from Forgotten Artist Productions, and today I have an event announcement, and we are back at it with a theater production titled When in God's Country, Hide in the Closet. I have written the play, and I'm also directing the play, and it is part of the New York Theater Festival. The performance dates are Thursday, July the 23rd at 9 p.m., Saturday, July the 25th at 12 p.m., Sunday, July the 26th at 8:30 p.m. All performances will take place at the Teatro Latea Theater in the Clemente Building. That is at 107 Suffolk Street between Rivington and Delancey in New York City. Tickets can be purchased at the New York Theater Festival website under the title of our play, When in God's Country, Hide in the Closet. Now, the one thing that I want to emphasize and highlight here are the actors and their performances. We have started to rehearse the play. There are 3 characters, and all 3 actors are doing a great job doing a deep dive into the emotional and psychological aspects of their character. While the play does start off a little comical, it quickly shifts into a drama, and there are some pretty heavy themes that are explored here in the conflict. Mark Parcia acts the role of Francis Frank, and you have to see the show in order to understand the double names. Charles Kramer acts the role of Honoré Hank, and again, you have to see the play to understand the 2 names. And Ron Barba acts the role of Dr. Sonny Moore. And again, if nothing else, come see the production and a performance, if nothing else, to appreciate their hard work and the acting that they are doing, because it really is, there's some nice moments starting to develop, and they really are doing a wonderful job. This story is based on real people and a real situation that I observed many years ago, and I don't want to talk about it in a lot of detail just to protect them in that situation, but it is something that I observed, and to this day I'm not exactly sure what the truth is or what the reality is, but based on some things that I picked up on and that I observed, I just wondered if, there was a situation there or a circumstance there that was, difficult to deal with, and if they were just maybe masking or hiding the true nature of themselves and their situation just in order to fit in and survive. It does take place in terms of setting in a time and place, in terms of year and location or region of the country, where things are a little more conservative, and I felt they maybe had a difficult time, again, sort of expressing who they are and the true nature of the situation or their relationship. So with that, I'll leave that, because again, I want to protect the innocent. But it is based on real people in a real situation. But I will tell you a little bit about the story in general. It's about a gay couple, Francis and Honoré. Again, in a time and place where they could not necessarily express themselves, their love, their relationship, for certain social and professional reasons. So in the direct action of the play, we find them in a restaurant, at a corner table in the dark on a Monday night on the edge of town, trying to enjoy time together and their relationship, but also in the hopes of not seeing anybody they know or not running into anybody they know. Well, the inciting incident is that one of their colleagues does come into the restaurant on a Monday night because it's his wife's birthday. So they're there to celebrate the wife's birthday. And that makes for a very awkward situation in terms of introductions and the conversation that the three can have. And that does become the inciting incident because everything that unfolds after that really tests this couple and forces them to have a very important conversation in terms of the nature of their relationship and where they're heading. And the conflict is that one character is ready to step into the future and embrace change and, come out in terms of their love and their relationship of being a gay couple, where the other character lives in fear and lives in the past and is afraid to cross that line just for certain social and professional reasons. And that is the conversation and the conflict and the drama that unfolds in the story. And by the end, they do settle on something, but of course, I'm not going to give that away here because I want you to come see the play and see what happens for yourselves. But that gives you an idea of the story. And again, Mark, Charles, and Ron are doing a great job acting in this play. So again, the title of the play is When in God's Country, Hide in the Closet, as part of the New York Theater Festival. Again, you can get tickets at the New York Theater Festival website under the title of our show, When in God's Country, Hide in the Closet. Keep up with Forgotten Artist Productions at www.forgottenartistproductions.com, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. And you can always email us at info@forgottenartistproductions.com.